Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of Umamusume Cinderella Grey. Yes, Cinderella Grey is back with all brand spanking new Umas to talk about. Last week was the debut of it, and my best friend's Uma waifu March made her returning debut back after losing, and then she won her race again against Yamano 1000. But it doesn't stop us there. It doesn't stop us. You see, guys. You see, here's the thing. Umamusume showed us a lot of characters to get noticed. And the respect that I need here is right here. We're going to dedicate this episode to one episode only, and her name is Super Creek. Super Creek. Now, for those of you who have played Umamusume like I do, Super Creek is one of the runners in Uma that is very hard to train. I mean, yeah, I won a champion with her twice, but I made her like a B and B plus. Getting the A rank of Uma, especially in Super Creek's training, takes a long time. Unless you're that good. The only thing I like about Super Creek in the game is that her support card is really freaking good. So if you guys have a Super Creek card, please get her. One thing about Super Creek is this. Super Creek specializes in pace. She's an A in pace. She specializes in long distances as well. Majority long distance, because when it comes to this event, you're going to need a lot of stamina. So she's an A in both long and she's an A in both long and pace, and she's a medium, she's A in turf, a medium in A, she's a B in late, but she's specialized in pace and long run. So if you're that Uma trainer who specializes Super Creek in a long distance run, trust me when I say this, you're gonna need a lot of stamina. Now, last week, yes, we did see the review of Mark Maynard, but this time we're dedicating to Super Creek. And this is Super Creek's episode leading to next week's episode of the Big Five. Yes, the Big freaking Five. And it doesn't stop us from there. So without further ado, let's get right to it with this review of Umamusume Cinderella Grey. Okay, so we got this new trainer, Fumino Nase. Now I know where you guys thinking, smash or pass. I'll say a smash. Now, and she is training with one of the best Umas. Very hard one is Super Creek. Guys, in the game, Super Creek may be one of the toughest Umas to train. This episode teaches you about long distances, because long distance runners takes a toll, especially in the game. I have the Ian and JP version. I know how Super Creek runs. Super Creek is no joke. One of my friends had played this game, and it took him 10 tries to get Super Creek a Uma final champion, because her specialty is long distance. And when you think about long distances, you need to specialize on both stamina, a whole lot of stamina, and wit. Speed. Yeah, you could say speed, but it's mostly stamina, especially with the Kikuka Sho, which is a 3,000 meter long turf. Like, that takes a lot on you. So you're gonna need a lot of stamina, somewhat of power, guts, not much, but wit you're gonna need, because that's gonna build up your mindset that you're gonna give up on this race. So we got to see Super Creek, and Super Creek looks freaking amazing, like literally amazing. Now, Super Creek's resume may not be the strong point of her life. I mean, Super Creek's resume is kind of like this. She was sixth place in the Kyoto Shinbai Tai. In the last seven races, she only won 2. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she won 5 of 7. She won 2 out of the 7. And not only that, last time she raced, she was placed 19th in the Kikuka Sho. She was like 19th. But you do believe in miracles, getting that spot in the crown. She was like, being that 19th in the Kikuka Sho, kind of takes a toll. But due to the miracle of Uma called out, she's now placed in the brackets. But again, I do believe in miracles. Now, looking at Fumio Nase, for a trainer like her, she does have a soft side. Yeah, she looks strict, but sometimes she does have a soft side. Like when Super Creek told her that she's the best trainer, and that she got a little blush, and she's showing a little tsundere side. Now, Super Creek is up against Muteki. Now, for those of you who don't remember her, she was the one that lost to Sakura at that time. Not Sakura Bashido, the other Sakura in the show that was talking to Oguri Cap. Okay, her role. I mean, and she wants to redeem herself. So now she's up against Super Creek. Now, here's the thing. I didn't bet money on Super Creek. I really did. Because again, Super Creek has been left out. I mean, when you out of 7 wins, when you only won 2 out of 7, it's time to step your game up. In the words of Jaden and Yuki, get your game on. So now we enter the Kikuka Sho. G1 Kikuka Sho. Kyoto Turf. 3,000, I think it was 32. Yeah, I'm going to say 3,200. I think that was, 3,200. I think it's the long meter in the game. But yeah, so, and I see, looking at Super Creek, she is driven to win this one. She is so driven to win this. I love this. Everyone kind of questioned Super Creek, like, wait, who's Super Creek? Wait, oh, she's Nase's trainer. She's Nase's trainer. And it's funny because she even got the fangirls. She got fangirls around Fumino. Fun fact, though. Fun fact about this. Did you know, fun fact about Super Creek. Did you know Super Creek took care of the trainer? Normally in the show, in this episode, you see Fumino taking care of Super Creek. Now you kind of in real life, Super Creek is taking care of Fumino. So yeah. So I remember because I've seen a clip of a trainer was down and Super Creek just goes on and just rub the back. So it's kind of like okay, makes sense. But yeah, that's what Super Creek was. Now the race. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. Every race is a 4 to a 5 star. This was, I'll say this, it was a 4.5 star because this race was freaking great. I mean, everything was good, but then you see all the other Umas. I'm gonna break this down. All the other Umas kind of like break themselves because Oguri's trainer, the old man trainer was like this. Look, this turf is a freaking long distance. And I like this episode because those of you who have played the game have struggled with long distances, like myself. Like myself, I'm more of a pace runner than it is long runners. I like medium races, not long distance. You know what I'm saying? So with long distances, it takes a lot of endurance. A lot of endurance. Like it's like if you guys play the game, their speed, their stamina got to be at least, I don't know, maybe 500 to 700 at the most. 550 to 700 for that speed to be that good. Especially when you're dealing with long courses like that. If it's 2,500 or above in terms of miles of long, you gotta make sure their stamina is like average B plus to an A. Like that moment you gotta get their speed. And it's not about the stamina, but it's about their wit. Like feeling confident they could run this. Because you see all the Umas, they struggling like this. It's like they're giving up because this race was long as fuck. And it's the first time I seen Oguri Cap kind of like thinking about herself because in a turf against Tamamo Cross, it wasn't even that long. Her turf was 2,000. This right here is 3,000. So now Oguri Cap is thinking, maybe I can do a lot of training because the trainer, Super Creek's trainer, said that she is on the same level as Oguri Cap. And to be honest, I kind of see that. In terms of endurance, Super Creek has the edge over Oguri Cap, and I do see that. I really do. I do see that. Now I'm looking at Oguri Cap's running style, and she's really good at long. Remember I said in the game. Remember I said she's an A in pace and she's an A in long distance, and she's a medium runner and an A in turf, and she's a B in late. So you can make her a late runner or a pacer. Watching her race, she was more of a late runner because I see Muteki running towards like making her pace for herself. But then when Super Creek came into the prey, when Super Creek came in at the last stretch, because she saw the opening gap, she went far wide than ever. And I knew Yaino was not gonna make it, especially with Super Creek's endurance. It's like Super Creek endurance was already like an A, and Yaino's stamina was like a freaking B. There was no way, not a B plus, a B. So there was no way she was gonna pass Super Creek. And I kind of remember the whole Cinderella type vibe when the train's like, break the glass. If you break the glass, you could be free. I like that because it kind of symbolizes a Cinderella vibe with the whole breaking the glass of the glass slippers. So when Super Creek broke the glass, it was kind of like, go for it. And she went in. There was nobody that even, this race was so good to a point that there was nobody even close to Super Creek. That's what makes it interesting. There was nobody that was close going right towards Super Creek. No one. It wasn't even a close race. Like, don't get me wrong, the race was good. But watching Super Creek at the end, it was like, nobody. Look, I'll be honest. If I see Oguri Cap in that race, Oguri Cap would have come second. I'm serious. Oguri Cap would have came second based off of this. But I do applaud Super Creek's winning and the trainer. I'm proud for that. Now, Muteki, I respect her as a racer. I really do. All that training she did, where she punched that and knocked the candle out, I get that. I like her. She has a lot to grow on. I mean, she lost to Oguri Cap. She lost to Super Creek. But this is a learning experience for her. As for the Yaino trainer, I do applaud his training abilities. And I can't disrespect that as well. I really can. Now, here's the big talk. The ending credits. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me talk to you. They introduced 2 of the big 5. And one of them came from Italy. Tony Bianca. Smash. Anyway, Tony Bianca is that girl that everybody like sees as a threat of the big 5. To me, she ain't the threat. I don't see it as a threat. I'll say if I'm looking at seriously, if I look at all 5 of them, who is the bigger threat? Tony Bianca is like the second threat to the big 5. Because Tony Bianca called out Tamamo Cross and Oguri Cap. But then she showed up. She showed up in her red, white, and blue American socks, yellow, blue hair, thinking about she getting a paparazzi from the fans. No, Obey My Master is back. I'm sorry, why I said she back. Obey My Master is here. Yes, Obey My Master is here. She about to rock and roll this damn court. And out of the 5, like I said before, if you pay attention to the opening, Obey My Master is the biggest threat out of the big 5. Those, like, you don't understand. Looking at Obey My Master, yeah, she looks funny to hang out with. Yellow, blue hair, hell, even smashable. But within that smile, there's a dark side. And we're going to see her race real freaking soon. But overall, though, this episode was really great. This episode was great because not only we got to see Super Creek, but we got to see the importance of long distance. And besides, the first time, and guys, I should have said this earlier. The first time I saw Super Creek was when she was having a donut eating contest with Tamamo Cross and Oguri Cap. If you go back to season 1, episode 6 or 7, if you go back to one of those episodes, you see the donut eating contest that Super Creek had. That Super Creek, Tamamo Cross, and Oguri Cap won. And Super Creek got disqualified for snatching, for taking the donuts from Oguri Cap, for putting all the donuts on Oguri Cap plate, which caused a disqualification. But again, that was a last time I seen Super Creek. But like I said, seeing Super Creek came from donut eating to this, oh, she stepped up. And again, seeing Obey My Master and Tony Bianca, that's just 2 of the 5. We're gonna see more. So thank you for watching my review of this show. I'm pretty sure everyone had a great time at Comic-Con. I know I did. And then have my anime hot takes with the Trap and Anime group. Again, if you guys see my hot takes, go right ahead. You'll see what I mean. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for next week's episode, and I'll see you soon.